So, not too long ago, I did a video where I did a tier list of all of my most popular videos, i.e., from the most popular video all the way down to like the 14th or 15th. I was missing Mr. Hop's Playhouse 2, but I would have put that one in S just because of the time that I did it and the fact that I was able to capitalize and I didn't sweat it too much and it ended up working out really good. So that would have been S tier for anyone who's wondering. But now, we are going to do the same for 15 of my completed series, i.e., they've had an official start, a run through, and an official end. And I specify that because there are at least one or two entries here that seem a little questionable. And I would understand if you were sitting there going, what the? But that's not. Just trust me, okay? Just listen along. I have custom ones instead of just S, A, B, C, and D. Bottom tier is the series is unwatchable and forgettable as fuck. This one is one or two good moments or episodes, but nothing else going for it. The middle, it was okay overall, but not great. A tier is pretty damn good, and top is absolute top tier, and I myself would unironically binge this series. And I want to clarify two things quickly about this entry specifically. One, I know it's Portal 2, but I couldn't find any good Portal 1 images. And the series is the Portal ASMR. I had episode 1 and episode 2, which episode 2 was the finale, and I completed it, and I'm still technically counting it. So first, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 2, my longest series to date. I don't know. It's had some... Oh, by the way, this is made using Tier Maker. Thank you to those guys. I don't know. Like, it's good, but, like, I like it because it's been one of the things that's held up. Like, it started really early. It was one of the first episode was one of the first few that I did. And today, I think the newest episode, I think, was, like, Rubber Band Zombie Fighting with Typical Thieves or something. And it was part 38. It was either it was 38. It was either 38 or 28, one of the two, but still, it's got a decent bit of episodes. And I don't think it's a top tier series because the beginning is really damn cringy. And as it goes further and further, like, you have to get near the more modern era for it to start becoming better. So I'm not putting it in top tier, but for what it is, I'm putting it in pretty damn good. Completing the mission, the Henry Stickmin game. I don't know if everybody knows this, but that did have an official end. I was gonna actually get the last few endings, but I made it clear in the one last episode that I did that got corrupted and I would have to go through the entire thing and it was just gonna be way too much effort, so I said, alright, here is your final episode. Like, this is gonna be the final episode, even though I said multiple times in the video that the next part would be out soon. So technically, according to my own definition, this was a full series. It wasn't great. Having camera on for it would have been better. And, like, the fact that I already knew what to do, like, you could see through, like, I knew exactly what to do. I knew which ones were the fails, I knew which ones were the wins, and yeah, so making it made it hard to watch at some points, because it's like, alright, I just know he's lying at this point. But yeah, considering that, and I had to lie my way through pretty much the entire game until I actually got to completing the mission, even then, I'm gonna put it at, it was okay, but not great. Five Nights at Candy's Remastered. One of, if not the most underappreciated series on my entire channel. I think in my own definition, excuse me, I don't know what I'm talking about. In my own opinion, I think that this alone is the most underrated series on my entire channel. I went into it, and I said, alright, let's do this and see how it goes. And I went all the way from night 1 to night 6 without dying once. And I officially made night 6, or night 5 and 6, because I did night 1 and 2, night 3 and 4, and night 5. No, I did, did I do? Because it was night 1 and 2, yeah, night 3 and 4, then night 5 and 6. So that's 3 episodes. So, yeah, I went all the way through Night 6 without dying once, surprisingly. And I did actually attempt Night 7, 2020, 2020, whatever, 720 a couple times, and I got pretty close, but I never actually did it, and I wasn't recording anyway. So oh, do I put it in A tier? Do I put it in... Do I put it in S or A tier? Like, my god. The underrated part might just be enough to get it into S. Like, this is something that I would go back and watch. You know, I'm gonna put it in A for one reason, and that is solely because it was done with the horrible mic, the one that had the E constantly in the background. But if that wasn't a factor and I had this mic, the one that I have now, it would be definite S. Okay, I think this is Five Nights at Freddy's on my phone, the first game, iOS. Nah, I'm gonna put it here. It had a couple good moments, and like you could go through and watch it and be bored most of the time, or then be like, oh, hey, that was pretty cool, and then immediately go back to being bored again. It's not like it's unwatchable or forgettable, but it's in the middle, yeah. Plus the editing I went through was absolute hell. Actually, I might bump that up considering how well it did. The series as a whole actually did way better than I was expecting. Yeah, I'm gonna bump you up. FNAF Special Delivery. I'm putting you in pretty damn good. I think the way the series flowed as a whole was... Mwah! Like, it started with the whole getting to know the game, getting a couple scares, get into the part where you're... Then second episode was learning the mechanics still, getting into new animatronics. The third one was such a... Not a bittersweet ending, but I was having trouble with Bonnie for the longest time, because whenever they would flash, you're supposed to look away. And I thought that meant, oh, shock them quickly. And in episode 3, I finally figured that out. And when Bonnie popped up, I'm like, oh, look away. And then he rushed at me again, and I was finally able to shock him in the moment of just, oh, I win, was just, ah. And then I came back like 4 to 5 months later and got the whole new camera angle, and then it ended on such a good note with the jump scare supercut. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be bold. I'm bumping you up. You're sitting in S for right now. Unless I think of a reason that would bring you back down to here, I'm putting you in S. FNAF World. You know, I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least somebody who thinks that this is an immediate S for that video. The one that's got like 6,000 views, if I remember correctly. At the time of recording, it's got pretty much... If it's not at 6,000 views, then it's really close. But that sheer success alone could put it in what's one of the top 2 tiers. Let's analyze this. I don't think the series as a whole is an S for one really big reason, and that's because of the way the entire series was recorded. Only 2 episodes, technical episodes, were not filmed in 4:3. The 6,000 view one, and another one I did where I said, oh, you wanted another one? Well, your prayers have been answered. Yeah. Other than that, the actual series, like episode 1 through 12, I think there were 12 episodes. Episode 1 through 12 were filmed in 4:3, and I really wish I could go back and do it, but it would take so long to do. So yeah, I think... Normally, let's if we were going off of the logic that the other one did just as well as the other ones, like maybe got 20 views, then it would be in 1 or 2 good moments. It would be in the middle of 1 or 2 good moments or unwatchable, but here, just because of the sheer success, I'm gonna say it's okay. Because of the roller coaster ride, like, I remember I had to watch back through the majority of the series for either a compilation or something else that never got released. And it's like, as it started, I was kind of like, oh, okay, that's really boring. Then it shot up and got super good and super interesting. Then it dropped back down and was at like rock bottom for like 3 episodes, then kind of started picking back up. And by the time the live stream happened, it was up in the air again. And then the second one came back down, and it didn't come back down too far, but it still wasn't live stream level. So yeah, it had more dips than peaks. Kirby Star Allies. It's pretty damn good. Quick analysis. The first couple of episodes were done with the E mic, so that kind of bogs it down a bit. But considering the fact that near the end, the quality got better and it picked up in pace a lot, and it started to get into the whole, like, now we're starting to 100% complete the game kind of deal. And then finally, the 4-hour video of Heroes in Another Dimension, where I finally did it, and I finally got to take a look at that 100% completion. And yeah, it started on an okay note and ended on an extremely high note. So yeah, not a high enough note to bump it into absolute top, but it's pretty damn good. Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares 2. Yeah. I don't know. It was something that I wanted to do at the time. I loved the first Little Nightmares, and I loved the second Little Nightmares when I finished it. And it was one of the first aspects of, like, oh, this is what being a YouTuber is about. A brand new game's released, you can get it, it runs well, and you record it and you get the episode out. But the only thing that's stopping this from getting into the higher categories is how the series just kind of fell flat after the first episode. Not in terms of quality, but in terms of, like, viewership. Because it started off, people were viewing it, and they were like, yay, it's finally out, and we were having fun together. And then, after the second episode came out, it kind of started to fall flat, and it was like, oh, okay, Little Nightmares 2, oh boy. Unlike Mr. Hop's Playhouse, where people started flooding to the videos and streams I made, and they got super damn popular. This one just kind of never left, its feet never got off the ground. So in terms of quality, it was okay, but in terms of viewership, it kind of brings it down, so it was okay, but not great. Minecraft, you're going here. Solely because it's typical. Almost every YouTuber you see has a Minecraft video or series related thing, and it was also done in Education Edition. If the whole thing was done on like Bedrock or Java, it might bump into the okay, but the fact that it was done in Education Edition, which means it's on my school laptop, which means the mic wasn't as good, so the whole thing was kind of just bogged down. So it's not unwatchable and forgettable, but, well, it is forgettable, but, you know. Portal ASMR. Like I said, this had 2 episodes, and it was just me. It was mostly just mic testing, and you couldn't even hear the ASMR half the time because this is at the point where the E mic was at its worst, and all you would just hear is E. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be doing this now. E, and it would just be all over the place, and it was. You know, so yeah, I literally can't even watch it back for like 30 seconds without being like, oh god, this is horrible. Okay, so yeah. I'm sorry, Portal, but you're our first unwatchable or forgettable AF. Scribblio with Xavier64, the only actual Scribblio series I did. The rest are just kind of like occasional, here's a Scribblio session. Here's 10 more videos. Oh, here's another Scribblio session. This one actually was... we get to drawing in Scribblio with Xavier64 #1. And I think at some point I officially made the decision to say, like, alright, the 6 episodes release, we'll just call it that, because we don't do it anymore. So, the official lineage is that there's 6 episodes. And I have so many Scribblio videos on my channel that it's near unwatchable, and people seem to like it when there's a lot more people. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but you're reaching for the one or two good moments, but you're just not high enough. Subnautica. I don't care what anybody says. I am damn proud of this. I am damn proud of my Subnautica series. I had a stable flow through the entire thing, and my live stream thing, while it was easier than doing it in a video sense, and it was a better decision, considering I had more viewership interaction. So yeah, I'm gonna do this in terms of quality, though. I want to be fair. Oh, God. In terms of quality, I don't care. It was good. Roblox Super Golf. You're going here. The sole thing that's saving you from being in dead last is that one episode where I made 2 hole-in-ones in a row. That's the only thing carrying it. Also, the 5th one was the official last episode, so... Super Mario Odyssey! Here's the thing, like... With this... this is a tough one. With this, it's a case of something that everyone has already... The fad hit, everyone was watching the videos, and then it dropped, and then it's like, oh, why is this guy uploading videos on it? It happened a long time ago. So it's forgettable for that reason, but going through it and actually being able to play the game was fun for me, and it was just overall a blast to do. But I don't think my personal preferences are going to save it from being forgettable. And last but not least, my TikTok reaction series, which officially ended with part 4. And I want to keep in mind there probably are more series that I have, but this is just 15. It's a nice number. My phone is going off. But, you know... TikTok reaction series. It was good publicity, but it wasn't really different than other, more popular people reacting to it. And it was mostly just me reacting to comrades. Like, the more and more time went on, the more it was just, alright, comrades, send me a bunch of them and I'll react to them. So, yeah. It was pretty forgettable. I'm not even gonna lie, it was pretty damn forgettable. Okay. So this is first draft. The only one, the sole S tier, is FNAF Special Delivery. I'm gonna stand by that. It had a great flow. People were getting invested. It was the perfect way to run through and finish the series. I'm sticking with it being an S. That's definite S. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, good. Yeah, because it holds up now. Five Nights at Candy's, yeah, it's really underrated. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you there. Kirby Star Allies, yep. Subnautica, yeah. Should I bump any of these up to S tier? Well... I'm tempted to either bump Kirby Star Allies or Call of Duty. I don't know. I think I'm going to bump up Call of Duty just enough to be in this tier. Only reason being is because, like I said, how it kind of... Like, there's a point where it's okay in quality, it gets better in quality, drops in quality, and it's like... It kind of reflects on the channel as a whole. Like, there was a point where all of my videos were okay, they're getting a little better, alright, you're getting pretty good, and then you drop down and it's like, oh god, we need to get used to everything again. And now we're at a point where they're pretty good, and I think all of the Call of Duty videos I would produce would be decent. They're pretty good. So yeah, I think it's just a mirror reflection of the channel as a whole, so I'm gonna cement it in S. Completing the mission, yeah, it was alright. And those two... I want to bump Little Nightmares 2 up to pretty damn good. Yeah, I'm bumping it up to pretty damn good. One or two good moments, yeah. And unwatchable, forgettable. Yeah. So this is my final draft of everything. If you think something should be different, then I guess either comment and explain your reason why, and I can say like, oh, that's a pretty good reason, or nah, but think about it this way. Or, yeah, I can check comments, but if you think that's good, then cool. If you want me to do more tier lists, leave like, subscribe, and maybe some ideas, because I'm out of them, this video being an example. So, yeah. Peace. See you later.